Welcome back to At Your Leisure. I'm Kory Toone. Today I have the Formula 260 bow rider. When I first saw this boat, I thought of the Latin phrase res ipsa. That means it speaks for itself. This boat definitely speaks for itself. Let me come show you some of the features on the dock, then we'll go for a ride. Come aboard, let me show you the massive features on this boat. The first thing you notice when you get on this boat is the extended swim platform. Plenty of room for kids and older people to get on the boat. You also have a removable pylon for skiers and all sorts of features right here at your control. You'll notice here on the transom you have all your controls located conveniently in one spot. Your buttons for up and down on your trim of your outdrive, transom shower. They've added a battery charger, and you have, most importantly, your stereo controls, but also your obligatory LED swim platform lights. Going forward on the boat, you'll notice we have a walk-through transom door, which is very nice, not like a lot of boats where you're crawling over the upholstery and tripping getting into the boat. Now let's talk about the power plant on this boat. This is the Mercruiser 496 MAG HO 425 horsepower fuel injected, very efficient motor. You'll notice that you have gill battery trays, not just your cheap plastic bolt downs. They're through bolted. You'll also notice that the engine mounts on this are through bolted stainless steel, more like an offshore racer. Now stepping into the cockpit, you'll also notice how well thought out this is. This is your C-shaped seating that, cabin boy. There's your removable cockpit table. And there you have your sun pad. Let's look at the additional details below the storage here. You'll notice in the Formula, you have storage everywhere. You'll notice the double hinge system. That's very important. You can see that I can do it with one hand. This is the only boat I've ever seen two ski lockers in. Also at my fingertips, we have a cockpit wet bar, Kory on countertop, and it's a one-level surface for easy food preparation. Under the sink, we have even more storage. And notice this feature, self-tightening latch system. Going forward on the boat, look how efficient this is. We have a vacuum flush head. It uses very, very little water because of the vacuum. We have a door here that zips up, so all your storage, your cargo inside, doesn't fall into the cockpit. Now the open bow in this boat is possibly the most accommodating feature of this boat, and I'll show you exactly why in a minute. But once again, more storage. More storage, storage under here, a huge anchor locker right on the bow. And I was telling you about how Formula pays attention to detail. Check this out. But these cup holders self-drain. If your drink spills, they're attached to a hose that goes right to the bottom of the boat and is pumped overboard. Now, how convenient is that? Now, here's the open bow feature I was telling you about. Cabin boy. Now, does it get any more convenient than this? I have space for two of my favorite friends here. And when I go fast, we have handles, grab rails, so we don't fall out of the boat. Okay, now I'm really excited to drive this boat. So let me show you the state-of-the-art helm station. Not only is the helm station comfortable, but it's practical as well. I have room for another one of my favorite friends. And we have pop-up bolster seats on both the captain and the passenger seats. Now starting on the starboard side of the helm, we have the new Mercury SmartCraft DTS system. This is Mercury's fly-by-wire system. They got rid of the old cables and now it's fly-by-wire, just like your new cars, your airplanes, all the high-tech equipment. What this does is get rid of all your cables, makes it a lot easier to shift, and you'll notice that when we go out on the lake, and we can start the boat from right here. This boat comes with a very elaborate sound system, subwoofer, amplifier under the dash, Ken-disc changer, Kenwood, Sirius satellite ready stereo. We have a very exquisite dash panel, and we show you the SmartCraft gauges I was telling you about, and look at the functions. These gauges are very elaborate, but they're also very easy to control. Right here we have our battery volts, gallons per hour used, and also how many gallons we've used out of this tank. Your motor usually overheats before your temperature gauge tells you that your impeller's not pumping. This tells you that you don't have any pressure going through the system, so you shut down the motor sooner. Our other SmartCraft gauge tells us the water temperature, air temperature, our average fuel consumption, our miles per hour on GPS, and all of our GPS functions such as waypoint, location, etc. But most importantly, now I'm ready to drive the boat One of the things I liked most about the Formula, it was a very, very quiet ride. It's a very heavy-duty boat. It's not a lightweight entry-level boat. And from everything down to the hinges, as I mentioned, that didn't rattle. There wasn't a rattle on the entire boat. Not the arch, not the doors, nothing on the boat rattled. And the hull on this particular 260 bow rider is more of an offshore hull. As you can see, it takes the waves extremely well, and you won't be throwing around your passengers in the boat. You'll notice on the Formula, the graphics and paint package is not like most boats. You don't have a lot of vinyl striping that every time you hit the dock, it scratches and looks like your boat's 10 years old. The paint on the Formula is actually an Imron paint, very high gloss, heavy duty paint that will ensure that your boat looks great for years to come. Well, this boat definitely has spoken for itself. Unfortunately, my time is over. If you want more information on the 260 bow rider Formula, go see Casey and the boys at Robertsons Marine, robertsonsmarine.com.